Okay. Hello, good people. I'm going to try to do this quickly to not waste memory. So I'm coming to you technologically because I had a meeting with a number of our core volunteers from Connect the other night, and we went over something that's going to orient us for the next year with what we're doing at Connect with the students, and it kind of has to be presented visually rather than just than through an email. So hopefully this video is helpful for you to know what we're doing. One of our goals for Connect this year is everyone equipped to tell God's story. And the beauty about a story is that whether you believe in it or you don't, whether you're 5 years old or in middle school or 80 years old, anyone can tell a story. And this story of a God who has pursued his creation so that he can redeem it back to himself is a story that I want all of these students and anyone who comes into contact with Second Mile equipped and able to tell to themselves, to their friends, to their relatives, to everyone. So I've created a tool, or stole the idea for a tool, from a video, which you will see below. See, I get to do that movement. Very exciting. And if you want the full story, you can watch that video, but I'm going to quickly run through an example of how it is that this tool could be shown to and how it might be presented to someone, because we will be making reference to it at Connect with our new system and how we do things. So, pretending I was presenting this to maybe a middle school aged person, it might look something like this. So these two circles can be used to tell the story of Jesus and why he came to the earth. So this yellow circle, this represents people and earth and who we are. This blue circle represents heaven and God and everything that he's about. So in the beginning, everything was good and right. You notice the two circles are overlapping. They make yellow and blue make green. Everything was good and right in the beginning. And when God created everything, man and God, we were perfectly in his presence, and we had no beef with him. We were with him all the time and had every ability to have access to God and the world. It was just and perfect and right. But pretty soon, we told God to take a hike. And when we told God to do that, there became a separation between man and God. And our world was no longer perfect and right and just. In fact, everything broke down, and we really made a mess of things very quickly without God in us and on our side. But God wasn't okay with that. That wasn't his plan. That wasn't why he created us and why he created the world. So he set to a plan for how he could bring redemption, how he could fix things and bring them back together. And in fact, that's the whole reason that Jesus came to the earth. So you see, Jesus, he was God as a man, God in a man's body. And when Jesus came to the earth, he set about, everywhere he went, Jesus was going about, and he was bringing pictures of this redemption, of this healing about. So he was healing people of diseases. He was declaring that forgiveness was available if we return to God. He was doing all of these things so that, once again, man and God, or earth and heaven, could once again be unified. Because the story of the Bible and the story of the whole universe is about man and God being unified back together. So Jesus did this, and he lived and he died so that we might be able to not just stay here in this area where they overlap, where man space and God space overlap, but so that someday that we might even be able to, as his agents, as his representatives, as his followers, that we could be going out into the earth and spreading his word and spreading his healing and his goodness about everywhere we go, just as Jesus did. And further, so he invites us in on that mission. He invites us to do that with us. But the story ends with this. It ends with a promise that one day Jesus will come back again. And when he comes back again, he will fully unite us and God and heaven and earth back together again. And everything will be right and perfect and just, and it will be awesome. Okay, so that was a quick version, probably using some terminology that a middle schooler wouldn't understand. I apologize to them in advance for that. But I wanted to introduce this tool because we will be using it, but also because even as we go throughout, I want us as teachers to take reference to how we can use this to bring up the story of the gospel and the story of what God is doing throughout whatever we're looking at in Scripture. So just asking the students, okay, so right now, where are the circles? You know, so if we're reading a passage from Exodus, where would these circles be? Are they overlapping? Are they doing this? Where are they? So this is going to be a tool that that hopefully you will see more of. And if you come and volunteer, I'll even hook you up and give you one for free. So thanks for watching my video, and this was kind of fun. All right, thank you.